a lot of marketing managers and brand managers and marketing folks, they spend a lot of time looking at what their competitors are doing. They're always, using the tools and trying to spy on the competitors. And I mean, we have features in our app that lets you do stuff like that. I understand that it's really important to understand what keywords they're going after, what their ad copy sounds like. One of the things that I can tell a lot of brand managers or marketing managers or folks that are, in charge of marketing a brand, and that is your job, to getting the brand out there to as many people as possible. You have a list of your competitors, you know who your competitors are. You're really trying to take it to the next level. What I suggest you think about, instead of thinking about what your competitors are doing, think about what your competitors are not doing. And I think that is a better approach, because it's one thing to buy the same ads that they're buying. So let's say they're doing Google AdWords. Okay, we're gonna do Google AdWords. They're doing billboards. Okay, we're gonna do billboards. They're doing trade shows. We're gonna do trade shows. But what about the things that they're not doing? I mean, it's one thing to just copy or emulate or make sure the strategies, you're really going head to head, but think about what they're not doing. Maybe you ought to do more video content. Maybe you ought to do more audio content. Maybe you guys start a podcast. I think if you can exploit the things that your competitors are not doing, and that is going to get you to places you're gonna definitely reach a different audience. You're going to be able to get ahead in areas that your competitors just can't compete in. So figure out, is it webinars? Maybe you need to start doing webinars. Maybe you do need to do some giveaways. Maybe you got to do viral campaigns. The things that your competitors are not doing is the stuff that you should focus your attention on, because you can spend 35, 40, a whole year trying to emulate what your competitors are doing. Every hour that you spend on and thinking about what they're doing and copying what they're doing, or just following their brand, you're wasting time that you could be spending in doing something they're not doing, and come from a different angle, from the left field that they never thought about, than to just keep going and going and going and say, oh, you know what, they're buying a half page ad, let's go buy a full page ad. Oh, they're dropping direct mail, let's go drop direct mail. I think that's a stupid strategy if you're just going to copy what they're doing, than to actually come up with something that where you're absolutely better at than your competitor, and use that as your edge to get into a marketplace or to penetrate the marketplace. It's so much better to do that than to just copy all day, waiting for your competitor to go left so you can go left. I think about this. When McDonald's spends hundreds and thousands of dollars trying to find the perfect location for their restaurant, and what Burger King does is go ahead and put a Burger King right across the street from them, because they don't have to do any strategy. They don't have to put any thinking behind it, because they know McDonald's already spent $1 million trying to pick the best location. In fact, McDonald's is not in the business of burgers. McDonald's is in the real estate business. Nobody knows this, right? Everybody thinks it's Happy Meal and that's what McDonald's is. They're actually in the real estate business. In fact, if you go do some research, you'll understand that McDonald's is always much better than anyone else in picking the right locations, and Burger King knows this inside out. They know the strategy. What they do is they just go and say, you know what, we're going to put a Burger King right across the street. We're going to go in the kitty corner of this such and such store, because they know it's the easy way out. So I'm actually suggesting that you don't do that. You instead come up with a strategy that your competitors are not exploiting right now. Come up with something so drastically different and pursue that as your marketing strategy, not just copy them.